Tyler, SportRx. That's this guy. I'm an optician. Also a dabble in home brewing. And I've brewed my fair share at home. And it's a great deal of fun, but it has been much more fun getting to brew with our friends, Bitter Brothers. They've allowed us to come in and kind of take over their brew system. And they helped us to kind of refine our recipe that we came up with. And my buddy Tucker, we share a name and we share a passion. We share a passion for this little thing called beer.
So my name's Tyler Tucker. I'm the head brewer at Bitter Brothers. Started here January of last year. My wife bought me a homebrew kit, and that's where all of this starts. Nobody gets into the brewing industry for the money. You get in for the love of making beer. When I came on, I got to meet the guys from SportRx, which are literally just a can throw away from here. They would come in and buy cans from us and beers from us, and we absolutely just kind of just clicked. It was a good union of what they do. It's safety glasses and just regular glasses. And it just worked out really well. They're awesome guys and girls, and everybody that works there is a great company, and they're celebrating, and we're like, hey, let's do a cool beer. And so Bill mentioned it to me, and I'm like, absolutely, let's do this.
So we became aware of Bitter Brothers just because brewing is a big deal in San Diego. We heard about them, a new brewery that was coming in, and they're literally, when you walk out the front door of SportRx, you look up across the train tracks and you see their wall of kegs. We're right behind them, right below them, within them. You could throw a can within can's reach. And yeah, I mean, we came up, we know we always have beer, on draft. We always have beer available for our customers and for our SportRxers. And so we thought, what better opportunity to support our local brewery than our literal neighbor? And so it couldn't be better, a better situation than to have a little collab with Bitter Brothers. We're home brewers. We have a couple of us in the office. We know what we're doing in terms of how brewing happens and what makes it work. And yeah, it's great.
So you guys can see the beer here, copper color. It is we're calling it a San Diego Rye Paleo. San Diego loves their hoppy, kind of high ABV beers. This beer's not hoppy, but it does run up in the high ABV category. Comes in just about 7%, so it is up there for being that pale ale, but it is more malty than your standard traditional IPA, so that's why we kind of went with a pale ale. It is a Maris Otter base malt with rye malt in there. It's got some acidulated malt to adjust pH. It is Mosaic and El Dorado is your two main hops in that beer. And then we dry hopped it a little bit more Mosaic just to kind of bring in a little bit more hop profile on that for you.
We went with a more mild approach in bitterness on this. Yes, we're Bitter Brothers, but we did go with probably a tamer in terms of bitterness beer, but there's a little bit more complexity to it, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a little better than an average, or a little more interesting rather than an average IPA, and kind of bringing the San Diego style of things. It's not immensely hop forward. The hops are there, the hops exist, but they're not overwhelming. I really made a great beer.
Beer finished out a lot drier than we thought it was going to. So we had a set range of where we thought this beer was going to finish. The goal is to shoot about just right around 6%. We came in a little over that. It was kind of a shock to everybody when we're taking gravities and we're like, oh wow, this is a lot higher strength than we thought. But the beer actually came out really well. Being a little bit higher ABV, yeah, you got to watch out for it. It's not super crushable, but it drinks really well.
And so we were able to do this collaboration beer, Hoptical Clarity. Did you hear that name? Hoptical Clarity. And my hope, as a humble home brewer, as a man who has gotten to experience this once so far that we get to do it again and again.